let's get into it. So the first question we have is from Alistair. So the question we have is, how much should I start with? How much money do I need to start with? This is a great question. I'll read out the question. Brendan, I am a complete newbie. I don't like to work with credit. So how much should I set aside to commence with importing? I understand that it would change depending on the product, but is there a ballpark rule of thumb? I love this question. This is really, really cool. Okay, so if you are starting an Amazon business, that the minimum amount of product that you need to have for Amazon to be happy for you to sell on their platform is one product. And if you're buying a product for $7 and selling it for $20, then your minimum cost for the product would be $7. So the theoretical minimum is $7. However, we're not in this game to sell one $7 product for $20. So what is the minimum amount to get started with? And I would say in terms of cash, it would be stupid to start with less than $500. It would also be stupid to start with more than $20,000. You just don't need to spend that sort of money initially to get started if you're being conservative. So the magical number, I would say, there are some you could spend, 50, 100,000, 200,000 if you wanted to have a whole marketing team behind you with Facebook ads and your Shopify site built out and, all of your inventory already pre-organized. That's, of course, there if you're going, full metal jacket. But I reckon $2,000 to $3,000 is plenty. Someone who's got set aside $2,000 to $3,000 to get started is definitely enough, because you have to factor in the following things. You've got to factor in, firstly, the cost of the product, the cost of an inspection, which is about $300 if you're working with us. You have to factor in the cost of shipping it to Amazon, and then once you've done that, of course, Amazon will take out their commissions from your sales. Now, you don't need that money up front. That's a cash flow question. But you will have to pay for Amazon's commission. It's 15% depending on the category, but work with 15%. Some are less, and Amazon's $3 to $4 FBA fee. The only times that will change is if you're doing an oversized product, if you're in an unusual category, or, depending on the variable of the shipping. If you're shipping by air, it's going to be less money than if you're shipping by sea. However, it's going to be slightly less economical on a per unit value sending by air instead of by sea. Sea is great, but you want to have some volume. At least, I would say at least minimum 3 cubic meters before it's worth going by air to sea. So, that's the answer to that question. So good job, Alistair.